me and Dre can go turn that mission in. I think. We can keep running them. If you want, we'll just do random now. Watch us do random and that'll be the first fucking one. I'm at a load screen right now though. I'll put us in one in a second. Most of them are pretty quick too, man. There's some though that's gonna take you a while. Yeah. Oh, this dude's still in our group. Oh, this Lord dude's still in our damn group. Did I leave instance or did I just teleport out? Yeah, he left now. Good, good, good. Oh, and you train your horse every day, right? Yeah, it's hard. Inventory and speed is most important. What sucks too is if you get another horse, you gotta do it again.
Right here, I do not know if you die, then invoke the.
Yep. Who left the group? I hope not. Are you loading into a dungeon? What? Hold on. I'm in one. Where are you at? Travel to me? Maybe? No, it's Agner Melik. Yep. I don't see Dre either. Oh, yep. No, there he is. He's here. remember this. Oh yeah, 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 I remember this one now. chest. Oh. Oh, dang it. I unlocked it. I don't know if I went through. There we go. There's a chest back there, Dre, if you didn't get it. Where'd y'all go? Oh, y'all went. Okay, okay. Now the mechanics on this boss is you just gotta not let the orb get to him. Yeah. Don't worry, I did too the first time I ever played against him. He whooped my ass. What level is this guy? I can't see him.
I'm not confident this will work, Sirion. What are you not doing?
Why can't I see his level?
Do so love to see magic. Is that what this is? This isn't as grand as the spells I learned from the Daedra. But I don't expect much from
Oh, he's only level fucking 16. Or no.
me here of your own.
Yeah.
Not when the Daedra
Yeah.
fight. Would fare better if you had Daedra on
His madness nears delirium. Ignore him, keepers. Bind the High Kinlord.
Oh yeah, always remember to finish the mission when you're in these, because who knows when the next time you're going to run one of these are. I've forgot so many times and had to rerun them.
old reminiscent days of freedom are over.
He shouldn't be able to achieve coherent thought. We'll have to watch him carefully.
Oh, I like what Brendan Schwab said. He says if they cancel Joe Rogan, every comic Rogan has ever helped should pull their podcasts off of Spotify.
Armored Den, Spindleclef, the vampire.
Let me know whenever to start up the next one.
Don't worry. I wish I was on an adventure. What? Haven't you ever seen we tan, weave, stitch?
Yeah, this companion can be found north of the Doom Vault, Valipinez, in northern Blackwood. Northern Blackwood? Where the fuck? Where's Blackwood at? Right here. So, what was it? Oh shit. I'm gonna travel there. Let me find Blackwood. Yeah, it's in the very northern part of Blackwood. I'm traveling to the Wave Shrine right now. That'll be a good thing to do. If you can get here, I'll show you where the quest is. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's over this area somewhere. North of Doom Vault, Volpinaz. So this is the Doom Vault. I'm guessing over here somewhere. Look for a quest. Somebody with a quest over their head or something around here. It's probably the one right next to me then. Is it a chick? Probably right here. Yep, 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 yep. Do her quest. While you do that, I'm gonna go smoke my bowl. To get the, yep. Once you complete it, she'll be your companion. And then you just use her like you would use a potion. You put her in your quick slot, and then press up on her and she comes out. And oh, you probably don't have Blackwood.
It'll be good
Yeah, that's the well, it's the expansion. Like they do like a yearly expansion plus like DLCs. So once a year they have basically like a big DLC where a whole big huge map comes or some shit, and this was I think the last real big one. Let me see. Trying to see where it's at. You got ESO Plus, right? Well, maybe. I would think so. Maybe you gotta unlock a mission to get here. It's let's see. It was a chapter upgrade. You didn't buy it though, Crimson? That might have been it then. You probably bought Blackwood then. That's probably what it is. I don't know how. That's what I was trying to do too. I know I bought it, but I bought it like a little while ago. Store, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Sounds. Yeah, it's under chat. Where do you see chapters? Oh, did you go to the actual store, or did you go to the Crown store? Yeah, that's what it is. Damn, you got High Island? That's the new one. That's the one that ain't even came out yet, right? I'm not even seeing this. Where do you even see special offers? Oh. Yeah, High Isle Blackwood. Oh yeah, Blackwood's purchased. High Isle says pre-purchase available on mine. I got you. That's probably what it is. What's it say for you, Dre? Yeah, yeah, that's what I was worried about, if it was the 30 or the $10. That's a good question. I don't know. Let's Google that. Does IL I don't I don't think you do. I'm trying to look. Oh yeah, I don't think you do. Which that'll suck, 'cause that means you have to, that'd be another 30 fucking dollars. Let me go to the actual PlayStation store and look. I don't think too many, 'cause they didn't start doing that until not too long ago. Alright. Alright. There's one that's $50 and one that's $40. So the $50 one, let's see. Look, the mount, pet. Nope, I don't think it. Nope. Yep. So basically, I think you could get it, but you'd have to freaking and if you don't get it, if you get the high island, you still won't have Blackwood. So I think you have to pay for it. Which is just shitty timing. Alright, I'm gonna go smoke real quick and I'll be right back. Fucking controller disconnected. Did you finish it? Or are you still on the mission? About made myself throw up fucking smoking that bowl so fast.
Really don't like your odds.
No, but oh, so one of my co-workers did see what happened. He was out there smoking when it first started. Apparently it started like there's like a little barbecue pit. It's a bunch of teenage girls started fighting. And then just like the whole group just kept fucking fighting. Talking shit to each other and fighting. And he said the same thing, as long as it's fighting, that's cool, you know. At least nobody was pulling out no guns or nothing. Right. I'm live streaming on YouTube. Some dude was watching it, asked to join. Yeah, I was like, oh, I know you, dude. They can't hear you though. Y'all's voices aren't set up. You gotta set your voices up to be heard. I know you're shy. I get like just random people here and there. It's pretty weird. I just do it because like if something's like cool or funny, I like to record it for myself mainly. I had so many that were so good from DC and I fucking deleted them on accident, man. They were all saved on my hard drive. Yeah, I think so. Or when the PS4 just came out, I can't remember. But you remember that dude? I don't know if you ever met him. You probably met him, but you might not know the whole story like me and Blackjack did. But there was this kid from West Virginia that wished he was black. Something. He had a YouTube video and I don't remember. Maybe something funky, right? And he had a YouTube video of him rapping, and Blackjack like showed all of us it, and like he ended up getting like thousands of fucking views, but I swear to God, like 500 of them was us, you know, like right. But we tried to like actually be friends with him and talk to him and shit, you know, but then he just started talking like, he started getting racist as fuck, like, y'all are just white boys. And I'm like, dude, you're white. He's like, I'm like, where are you from? That's when I found out, when he was from West Virginia and shit. And I was like, dude, I'm from West Virginia. Like, you know, and he just kept saying, like, I hate being white. I wish I was black. And I had like an hour, yes. I had like an hour, yes, of it recorded. And it was the funniest shit in the world, because, you know, Blackjack is going to keep fucking egging him on and pissing him off and getting him to fucking go crazy. So, and then I was doing it too, so it probably wasn't the most PC or, you know, thing, but it was fucking hilarious. Yep. I had a lot of Blackjack just fucking with people. Right. Right. Yeah. And we were a pretty good fucking league, you know, like we were friendly. We just would fuck with people. Right, right. Yep. Blackjack's got this game too. I'd started playing with him on here to level up his too. We got probably like probably about as far as you have now. But I think it was like during my divorce. So it's like I didn't play for a while. He kept asking me to get on, and I was like, man, I'm going through some shit right now. Yeah. Speaking of which, let's see if Silver's on. Nope. Let me text his ass. I know it's like 3 in the morning. Alright. Active an hour ago. Where you at now? Oh, okay. So I went through some tomb that you were supposedly in, but I didn't see you.
Hope we find something interesting.
It's so hard to get companion gear though. Not very often, and you really need to be in like running like little dungeons or delves and shit with your companion, like to get them. Once you get higher level, there's like a way to farm it that's not too bad, but still it sucks. It's boring because you gotta do it alone or with just one other person, you know. It's a pretty good one. It lasts a minute. So what's the whole deal with the Crimson? I'm sure I've asked you this a million times, but I just don't remember. Uh, right. Yeah, you're kind of known as Crimson. That's what's confusing when I get with like a bunch of buddies I play with from different games. Like I get called Lestat, Al, Ryu, Mitch. It was easy when I first came to this game though, because my first character's name was Lestat. Yeah. He got real shady. I was friends with him. What the? We played. I don't think so. No. Freaking, me and him played Call of Duty together a little bit. I want to say, and we might have played this together a little bit. I think we did play this together, but he got like weird and like wouldn't talk to me, like wouldn't join my games and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could remember who Kiefer was, the guy I told you had died. He was in our league. Fucking. He wasn't in there for, like, he got in there towards the end. He'd been playing DC for a while. He played with Flesh every once in a while, but like, he wasn't with us. And then he was with us towards the end, like when Old Man and shit was in there. He was in there too. Right, right. Yeah, I miss Nightshade, man. Yeah. I played some Division with them. I think I played a little bit of Division with you. What? To me, it wasn't consistent. Like, right. First, it was like it was too easy. You could just, go through anything real easy. And then it was like you pretty much had to use an exploit to beat it hard. And then like they couldn't get that right. Like make it like the medium, where it was hard to do but not impossible to me anyway. Right, just not good. And then you didn't get like, I want to say like you got like the weekly award shit too, I think, and it wasn't really, man, sometimes you just couldn't get shit. Yeah, I like the Dark Zone or whatever it was called. Yeah, I like that. That was my favorite part about it. Yep. Yeah, glitches and... Or super OP guns. My buddy KJ freaking got a gun, a random drop, and it just happened to be like the best gun in the game. And that's how like he was just murdering everybody we seen. We're like, what the fuck? And then it comes out like they banned the gun because it's broken. We're like, oh. Like, I've been telling y'all about this gun for forever. Oh yeah, that's a new thing to do. I mean, I get they're so complex now, but like, man, when we were kids, you get a disc and that was it. Like, there was no, it couldn't be broken. It's like now they got an excuse. Right. Alright, did you get your... I got a mission up here. What is this?
Darkness. Yeah, the shades. Trust.
Shrine of Nocturnal. Nocturnal. I said that so weird.
My Lady Nocturnal, I beg you.
Ungrateful child. Bear the
Right,
consequence
right.
of your failure with
People want to
grace.
complain and get in all their feelings and shit.
You
A lot of times.
mortal. I command you to speak with
I don't
me.
think I really had any problems with anybody.
If I repent, I was here. No, they said Giovanni. He used to be.
There was people I didn't like. Right. Still makes me laugh that nature turned out to be gay. Right. Right, right. And I'm real good friends with his dad. I talk to him damn near daily. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me was meeting those motherfuckers, man. Just such a I was in Japan and I had quit playing games. I used to be a PC gamer. And then I went to the Xbox and played Halo and then I just quit. And then my boy had Call of Duty World at War and I got drunk, went over his place and we played it. I was addicted and bought that shit. And I'm just playing in a random lobby. I got one fucking friend, you know, type deal. And my buddy fucking or I run into nature, and he like kicks my ass. He was a camper. He was hiding in like a corner, and he just kept moving like to the right spot and was like kind of fucking me up. So the match ended, and I was like, "Hey, you little bastard! I want to get you next one," you know. And freaking then I heard him say it was a little kid, you know. So, but he was cool, and we just started like joking and everything and talking. So he friended me, and then his dad friended me, and then like a little while later, I'm playing with my buddy Jumpman, and we become friends. Like I met him in a match, and he was cool. I added him as a friend, and then I'm in a private match with Nature and his dad, and all of a sudden Jumpman joins, and they're like, him and his dad are like best friends for life. They grew up together. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how did I meet both of y'all motherfuckers separate, you know? Right, like, when he joined the private match, I thought he joined off of me, you know? And it's like, and what was his, it was Arg and Arg Jr. Like, Arg Jr. was Nature, and Arg was his dad. And, they've changed now, but, yeah, like I'm playing with them, and then all of a sudden Jumpman joins. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And they just, hey, how you doing, James? I'm doing good, Butch. How are you? Like, what the fuck?
Be very grateful if you let me be.
Yeah. We had a badass fucking Call of Duty crew back then, man. Fear. Yep. Yep. Always will be. Any clan I'm ever in, it'll be Fear. Why can't I talk to this dude? It's saying go here. Or follow him. Where's he? He's...
Be about your business, please.
Oh, it's supposed to not be seen. Yeah, I figured I'd run one. I don't know. Unless you're ready to do dungeon. Alright, let me follow this guy real quick and at least get past that part. Oh my god, he's slow as fuck. I'd like to get a lot of those people back on here. I'm gonna get Blackjack on here. I'm gonna get him. Hi, bro. Yeah. I remember Kakarot, but wasn't him and Vegeta like always talking shit to each other? Was that him? Yeah. Fuck if I know. There's a bunch of people like that. What's his, I'm still friends with that one dude. The dude used to always fuck with Nature about being gay. And used to always tell him to go camping. I can't remember his name on the game, but his real name's like Ryan Dunshee, I think. Yeah, that's what it was. Right. There we go. There's somebody I freaking played with on DC, and I think it's Kiefer's brother. I seen him get online, it says, but he's changed his name if it's him. But I don't know, can't think of anybody else that it could be. Mm-hmm. Right. Like this dude just falls asleep on Mike. And I see him on this game and on DC. But I don't know who it is. I'm not sure. Yeah, to go into the dungeon. Yeah. Why is it not bringing you with me? They're already killing shit. Are you loading in now? Yep, there you are. I was waiting for you. Huh? I don't know. Probably, but they might have fucked it up, or it might be. It might be up here. Oh shit. Oh, there you go. That's one way to get down. Where the fuck did they go? They all just ran somewhere. I ain't done this one in so long, I don't. over here somewhere, right? Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, they're fighting a boss up here, I think. Oh. And we're gonna help him kill it too right here. Yeah, we done cleared it for you. Yeah, dude got fucked up.
I will harvest your soul for the dead ones.
Right. I don't know if we were supposed to jump down here, were we? I just followed that guy. Do you go through the? I guess so. They give me a damn option. I don't know. Sometimes it does this. But I still can't. It will not let me in. There it goes. he just got into it. Alright, cool. Wait until we start doing these motherfuckers on veteran though. It's a whole other story. Y'all need to level up for that shit. Huh? Oh, somebody wants to trade. I don't need to trade nothing. That sucks, old boy ain't got Blackwood. Yep. But they only do one like that a year.
Stealing from Nocturnal and working with Tuma Mazab doesn't seem worth the risk.
The sickle we took from Nocturnal is just
The rest of them, as long as you got ESO
to
Plus,
in
you're good.
Bloodrun Cave. Of course, it's worth it. Just stay here until we receive further instructions. What do you want? All right. Who have you been talking?
Who are you? She's always... Who told you that?
You do want to level up the Mages Guild, Fighters Guild. The missions, they'll be in Devon's Watch too. Yep, you want to go to the Mages Guild too. They help you skip a lot of freaking shit, like, cause you can persuade people or intimidate people. No, it just speeds it up so you ain't gotta. Right. And you want to do the main storyline quests for every zone, if nothing else. Yeah, if you ever want to, but at least the main storyline ones. Damn, where the fuck do I gotta go? I'm not running all the way over there. Because the main storyline ones, anytime you complete those quests, you get a skill point. It gets to a point where you're gonna have so many skill points so that it don't really matter anymore. But it's better to get those. Each delve that you go to, which is the torch symbol, each one of them have a sky shard inside of them. And now they show up on your map and on your compass. They didn't used to do that. Yeah, you used to just... Yep. They made it so much easier to do a lot of shit on this game because it used to be fucking hard. Like sky shards, you just had to find them. Now you got like, you can go to your map, hit open zone guide, and then hit explore zone. It'll take you through what you've missed in that zone. There was none of that. You just had to run until you found it. Tito type shit. Yeah, back then it was okay because everybody started off with, you didn't have all these maps, you know. Now it'd be way too overwhelming. There's way too much shit. Right. I mean, and the game was huge when it came out. It's just fucking crazy how big it is. Huh? Cold Harbor you'll go to through the main storyline. You got to do the Harborage. Have you done any of the Harborage? The Harborage is the actual game's main storyline. Then you got main storylines for each zone, like you gotta help this king rid the area something something, you know, or whatever. But the Harborage is, that's one thing that this has done, is it's kind of screwed up for people to go through the actual game. You just go through everything. You can go anywhere, do anything from the get-go now. It didn't used to be like that. You had to go through it and unlock the zones, and you couldn't go to the other factions areas until you beat your section's areas. So if you started off in Ebonheart Pack, that's the only place you could go. You couldn't play with people from other packs. Right. Not at all. No, if you've seen them in PvE, they were just people, you know, there was no dueling back then either, none of that shit, like. But if you ever went into anything like PvP, it was always faction. And like I said, you couldn't see the other guys either until you beat your section. Or if you did, it was them over there in your area after they beat theirs, you know. What level were you at the beginning today? I think it just goes to 50, right? Then it's champion point. Return to the Shrine of Nocturnal. Where's this damn shrine? I spend so much gold just traveling to freaking way shrines. Yeah, I don't run to other ones very often. Ha! I think it was something you got from an event. Maybe. Or it's from a mission. I don't know. But
Return to me at last. The faithless wanderer succeeds where my servant
I've had them. I don't remember
once
how I got
again,
them.
the fruits of devotion prove inferior to the benefit.
I think so. You get snowballs sometimes too and shit like that.
I can't. Of course.
I think I've pretty much cleared this map. I haven't been to... Let's see. I haven't been to Fargrave, the Deadlands. Right. Well, the Deadlands is brand new. That's the new DLC. It just came out a little while ago. And Fargrave, I don't know what the fuck that is. But actually I have been there. I got a way shrine there. I want to say, is that a trial? I want to say that might be a, That might have been the place I went to where I got murdered. I don't know. I'm gonna go and find out. There goes another fucking 500. And I'm standing beside a way shrine like an idiot on that one.
The Anchorite. You're as bothersome as that damn Tremora. The votive rune is
Oh, no, that's the whole town.
and now
Achievement
you
unlocked. Welcome to Fargrave.
You brought this on yourself, Dagon.
I wonder if you can come here.
Hey, you, the glowing hands. We have something in common. If you're not a cultist, we should talk. Tammy's waking flame cult. This is Fargrave, a city in oblivion with permanent and open connections to other realms. Lyrinth, the Dremora. She sent me a letter. I need you to talk to my contacts. Madam Whim's is staff. Really?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The plaza
Yeah,
of
the,
of Fargrave, is it? As a cross, then you know the cult.
If a guard sees you,
There seems to
they'll either kill you, demand it back, or you gotta pay a fine. Like, depending on what the crime you do. If you kill someone and they see you, they'll kill you. Yeah. And you can't beat them. You can't kill a guard. This is all new. This must be with the Deadlands
Why won't
DLC.
you all just leave me alone?
Something terrible was about to happen. I just know it.
Yeah, I don't know who that. Oh, there's two people still. Oh, you're not in the group anymore, are you? Hopefully it takes you to the front, the bottom one. Found another way shrine in the middle of town. Yep.
Another
I think this is how you get to the Deadlands.
Dagonic votives. How unfortunate. But what's this? A new face? And what does Madam Whim always say? New faces bring new opportunities. Let's talk. Has anyone... An interesting... As the name implies, the grass an apt description. Darling of... Now,
Did you spawn outside the town? There's one outside the town too, and it put me through like a... I had to watch a chick murder a dude. Yeah, well, I was inside a building right there, but yeah,
Why won't you all
that's
just
the one I
leave me
came from.
alone?
Yeah, out this door. I think it's like the mission to start this. Let's see, this way. Oh, what is this? Portal to Tamriel. Yeah, like right here, I had to watch a chick kill a dude. Did you see a chick? Alright.
What's on the docket today? Something you need?
It takes forever to level up these freaking companions.
Why won't you all just leave me alone?
Something terrible's about to happen. I just know it.
Nice. You gotta go. Where was it? I think it might have been upstairs. I don't remember where you had to go. I think it was downstairs. I think it was here. Was it right here? Right here, I think, yeah. I think.
All of you, stay away from me. Stay away.
What we got here? Portal to the burn. You lost your companion. Is it? This chick gonna say, "Hey Mitch, baby, it's V." Ugh. I mean, it's been a minute, but it ain't been that many minutes. No. And not that I'm saying that I don't like or that I have a problem with black women. I have been with a black woman. She's probably the hottest girl I've ever been with, to be quite honest. What is this? Oh. That's why I love the sorcerer, man.
Is that the last of them?
I'm not the person I was supposed to meet. What do you want? Explain yourself, stranger. The Anchorite, they don't tell Sister Cell. If we were taught, tell the Anchorite how
I feel so bad for the writers of this game because I don't pay attention to anything these motherfuckers say. I have no idea. I've just been kind of going through and leveling up their stuff. Oh, we're in the Deadlands. So we're in the new DLC. I was right. I'm gonna go over and get this way shrine. You gotta go pretty much here anyway. You can ride your horse. Are you? Yeah, just say go up here so you unlock it. Portal to Fargrave. Whoa. I'm seeing if I can cut through this building to get wherever we gotta go. It was showing. What? Shit. Went too far. Was I supposed to go through a portal? I don't... No, yeah. So I think I about found where I gotta go. God dang, it's a labyrinth. I have a feeling I just ran back to where I was just at, and I'm gonna come out of this load screen staring at you.
Knut Dagon is Madam Wig Pot? Damn it. The shambles just that and I said just that it's smoke.
Move, mortals, flee!
You will see. Lord Dagon will devour you and your city.
Be silent. The prince has no power.
Yeah, you're inside that labyrinth of a building? Yeah. Yeah. I went through the wrong door first, and then had to turn around and come back through. Should be a chick right here somewhere for you to talk to. Right. It sucks because, you know, if you get a red choice, that affects the game. And so many times I skip through and I accidentally hit a red choice and I'm like, I don't even know what I did. I did a cool one though earlier, which I really liked. There was this dude that was annoying and you got to betray him and kick him down a fucking well. That was pretty cool. It was like, do you lie to him and say there's another treasure down that well? And then I picked yes, and he goes over there and says, push.
Choose a direction. East through Skane Road, through the western lands, or directly north through the central plazas.
You grab what was ever in that backpack too? Alright, I'm confused now. Maybe this way?
The Vanquished consider the central plazas to be their territory. We need to be careful here.
There's another way, Sean. Oh, there's a sky shard over here. Here you, there you are, I see you. How do I get to you? Gotta go in that building somehow. Yeah, you're gonna have to get up top. Here's, oh, right here, right here. You know, it's probably part of the mission to go up there. You went up there? Oh, you just, oh, you cheated. Okay. What'd you do? I'm trying to figure out how you did it. Oh, you over there? Oh, oh fuck! I'm trying to talk to you. Oh. Nice. Alright, so we're supposed to be over there. Ouch.
You know, I think I'm agreeable.
Bathhouse discovered.
See if the door is locked.
I'm getting good at this. Well, I probably shouldn't have that.
Locked. And with magic. Damn. If the main door is sealed,
There's a boss over here. Oh, I did. I'm way off. I'm way off. But there's a boss over here if you want to come. Or wait, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. Because we got a mission there. Exactly where you're at. Find. Yeah, we can come back to it. It says there's like we gotta find somebody here, so it might lead us to that. Maybe they're up here.
this bridge leads to the roof. Might be a way in over there.
Shut up, bitch.
This is the bathhouse courtyard.
Oh.
See those depressions?
Ha!
Used to be outdoor pool. I never, because it's a big building.
I'm so confused. Search the courtyard. Yeah, but it's saying to go here too. We were doing, I think, 2 missions at the same time. So I'm trying to make it to where we do it all at the same place. Right here, we're gonna go right here. Or at the same time.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant army.
Nice.
That opening in the rocks. Maybe we can reach the caves below and get into the bathhouse from there. remember. Look.
Blah 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 blah.
Basically, that's definitely a Lucent. There is now take the Lucent.
Well, that was easy. Oh.
Place the Lucent in the Dynamis, and it should fill it with energy. That did it. Look how the crystal crackles with energy. Insert the charged crystal into the lab room. It worked! And now you know how to
Ta-da!
charge Lucent. Let's see what's behind that door.
I'll get one-shotted.
Our hands. They're glowing again.
I see my spell brought the help I requested.
Ah,
Ah, my simple
I
spell
know this
finally
bitch.
yields results. I was hoping it would bring you tea again, little mortal. My reason. Sophis, everything.
It vanished again.
The spell has run its course. The glow will not return.
yeah, something like that.
To deal with this ward,
You see her
come.
quite often.
Sense activity in the chamber beyond.
The fuck was that? Damn, maybe she is a god.
The Dremora again. You're too late. The ritual is almost complete.
What?
Soon a wave of destruction will sweep over Fargo. Stop! The ritual
What's
must
happening to us?
destroy the Daedra. My plan depends upon it.
Two or three.
Flame, protect the votive rooms. All that work ruined. You will pay for that. You and your companions both.
Sister Seldina got away, and we're right back.
How quickly more did it come to this stage? Let's talk in the next group.
She don't help you fight very often though, bitch.
Take a moment to look around. I did not think Sister Seldy. Yes, but from what I could, that would accomplish nothing. What did you find, little mortal? Tell me.
Let's meet at the inn in Fargrave. Bearer's Rest. We can talk privately there.
She found the little thing over here. Yep, she wants the D. Speaking of which, women are fucking hoochies now. Yeah. I don't think we have to fight the boss, but I think it was this way. I don't know if it's a boss, but it had a symbol. Oh gosh. No, that was something else. That wasn't there the first time I came through here. This bitch. Oh, she wasn't shit. I don't know. It had like extra health, like it was a boss. Alright, I think we should go left then right. What? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's ruined. It's caused a lot of problems. Men are pussies. Like you know, like I said, I think of like more primal shit. You know, like I just see girls with guys, and I'm like, could this motherfucker ever protect you against anything? You know, like, why are you with this motherfucker? I might have jumped down and not supposed to jump down. Yeah, but if I was a chick, I don't know, I just think of like this, like, I mean, there's exceptions to this, don't get me wrong, there's chicks out there that could beat the fuck out of me, but for the most part, there's not, you know, and if I was a chick, I'd want a dude that could protect me. Maybe he couldn't whoop everybody's ass, I'm not saying I'd go for the biggest, baddest motherfucker ever to live, but still, I'd want somebody that could actually, if shit went down, they could protect me. Alright. That's few and far in between now. Like I was watching, I love the dude. You know who Bert Kreischer is? The comedian. I think that's his name. He does the I'm the machine, like Russian thing. I don't know. Anyway, he's funny as hell and shit, but I was watching, he's like doing this scared thing with this chick, and he's like pushing her, like genuinely like terrified and pushing her in the way of things that were scaring him and shit, like a haunted house thing. Like when he got done, he was covered in sweat, and yeah, I was like, damn, dude, like, alright, we're supposed to be down there. Geronimo! But that's what made me really think about that. I'm like, this fucking dude. Imagine that's like somebody coming to rape your girl. Like what? He's gonna give her to it. You know, like, here you go.
So you really came all
Right.
this way to stop the waking? I don't know. Maybe this is Fargrave.
Boom, at the skill point.
We learned
This is what I'm talking about, like the main stories through any zone.
I can help with the negotiations.
They'll have that symbol over their head, and they'll chain together like this too. You'll just keep going until you beat the zone. I'll probably do the same, actually. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, so many people are fucked. That sounds familiar. Right. One thing that's interesting, that's a fact that's scary, is nations that get obsessed with sexuality and gender usually, yeah, they collapse right after. Rome, Spartans were bisexual motherfuckers before they were over.
Idea. It would be an honor to assist you in any way I can.
Yeah.
Honor, yes. Mortals show Wim the note.
Yeah, women fuck us up. I mean, Adam tried to tell us.
We'll want her with us when we talk to this collector. Meanwhile,
He-
I
you
need
know?
to conclude our business.
But it's kind of true. Women are kind of super emotional and shit, you know?
Grab a drink and tell me
I'm
all
not
about
here
it.
to play games with
When we first
Right.
I'll finish.
Come,
time to go.
let me
to
show
the
you what the
woods.
house
Not as
is
much.
made
Once
of.
again, it's not everybody. There's exceptions to that rule, but majority, yeah. Women are easily tricked by other women, you know, and people with power trick women a lot easier than they do men. Right. And they'll. Right, right. You're explaining my fucking ex-wife. Literally, like any belief, no matter how crazy or weird that it could be, like, if it benefited her to believe it, she'd find a fucking way for it to be true in her mind. That don't make no sense to me. Damn. I don't know if I go that far.
It intrigues. It must become a part of Gazmod's collection.
Friend, why don't you talk to the collector?
His approach, it is...
I meant no insult by having my mortal speak to you, collector. We merely seek to borrow a Daganic codebreaker.
Since you're clearly interested,
We have a codebreaker called Deimos. We must find it.
Right. But that's true, man. Like, it happens all the fucking time. Blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind.
Consists of rice.
Like, what the fuck is it about that? Like, I see it with dudes, like, that I know that are, like, pieces of shit, and they pull more women than fucking anybody else. What the fuck is attractive about that? Right. Yeah, but then they got 3 fucking kids, 5 STDs. Um, right.
in a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
dangerous as it is beautiful.
Yeah.
You things that walk the deadland.
Talking Daedrat? Mortal, release the bird.
Now there is girls that have kids, and you know she was a good girl and everything. But man, yeah, you're. Well, what if she's like, she was a good wife, but the guy was just a piece of shit, and she. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but at the same time, like,
We have a Daedrat. Wonderful. Now let's find the anchorite and depart this place.
to tell. Right. Right. No, dude, you're fucking preaching my language right now. Like, that's me. Like, I'm old school when it comes to that shit. Like, I believe, like, a chick is kind of like fucking a girl should be like a prize. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta work for that shit. You know? I don't want no if I meet a girl and I fuck her at a bar the first night at the club, that's all she's ever gonna be. Like, I don't give a fuck if she looks like Alicia Keys. You know? It's like, bitch, I can't, especially if she looks like Alicia Keys. You know, I feel like I definitely can't trust your fine ass nowhere. If you slept with me on the first date, you know, how many freaking dudes, like, I want my girl, when I'm walking around with my girl, I want to feel fucking special. You know, I know that's kind of conceited or whatever, but I don't want to be like, yeah, Bob fucked her, George fucked her, and Sam fucked her, and everybody knows what my wife's pussy looks like, and I don't want that, dude. Like, that's what I love about my girlfriend. She's Filipino, and yeah. Yeah, my ex-wife, another thing. Insane. She was a great woman, like when we first was together and shit. I used to brag. Actually, a friend of mine I hadn't seen in like 20 years I was in rings with. I seen her about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And she was like, I can't believe you got divorced. You were bragging about how awesome your wife was. I was like, yeah, she was. Then, yep. No, not at all. Totally different person. When I seen, what really broke me, it was like, I didn't really fight her in the divorce. I tried to get her not to do it and let's try to work it out for the kids and, you know, for us and shit. But I gave her what she wanted and divorced her, and the divorce is finally final. We just signed the paperwork and we were with the kids and shit, and she wanted to tell them and everything, and so we told them, and my daughter both the kids were crying, and my daughter was crying, and she said, she's like, you wouldn't even try. And my ex is just sitting there smiling while they're crying. And I'm like, you fucking bitch. You know, like, there is nothing that I would do in my life that if it's making my kids cry, is going to bring me pleasure. Like, I don't give a fuck what it is. Oh yeah, like my daughter won't even talk to me now. My daughter thinks I'm the biggest piece of shit in the world. Yeah, cause like my daughter was a little bit older. She wasn't, and when I'd call, like my ex wouldn't answer, so I'd call my daughter and be like, "Hey, tell your mom to answer the phone," you know. And then she would, and then my ex started telling her, oh fuck, I just fell off a building. My ex started telling her that like I was using her to get to her. I didn't care about my daughter. All I cared about was using her to get a hold of my ex. So then my daughter started believing that shit and started like, yeah. So it's, me and my son still get along. He knows it's all bullshit, but like say, girls like get convinced easily. Especially, right. And like, I didn't help it because I moved away and I don't ever really come around. But I don't because I can't deal with fucking my ex-wife. You know, I literally can't. Like, I'll have a heart attack if I keep trying to fuck with that bitch.
Well done, Rat. Mortal, find out what else the note contains.
Like, she gets me so pissed and she'll push my buttons so I'll flip the fuck out in front of the kids or so she can, you know, let them know I'm the bad guy or show them for proof. You know, she always doing shit to get on my nerves. Like, I'm trying to go see him. Yeah. On purpose. No problem with this whatsoever, nothing. And just start a fucking fight. And like crazy shit. Like, last time really that me and my daughter hung out was for her birthday a couple years ago. And I took her to fucking, like, a laser tag with her friends and shit. And we had a blast. Like, I met all of her friends' moms and shit. This little boy had a crush on her and everything, and fucking, it's a good time. We played laser tag, and as I'm driving home, driving her home, I'm not sure, I don't remember. But anyway, something was going on, and I told my ex that we had to talk about it, and I wasn't taking no for an answer, and that's all I fucking said, right? I show up, drop my daughter off, me and my ex start talking about it, and the fucking cops pull up and said that they got an anonymous tip that I was on my way over there to hurt her. Yeah. And that was like, and then another time I went to tried to go see him, and I think I got sick as fuck. I don't know what hit me, but I was having a panic attack, and man, I felt like I was fucking dying, and I still went to see the kids. This is before Corona. And when I got there, I was like, hold on a second, like, the only place I could see him was meet him at a laundromat. I couldn't go see him, so the only thing my ex would agree to was meeting at a laundromat. And so they showed up at the laundromat, and I'm telling him, like, hold on a second, I don't feel good, I feel like real bad all of a sudden. And freaking, kind of like how you're saying, like, your dad was feeling. And my ex just starts cussing me, like, you piece of shit, you're just trying to make them feel sorry for you, trying to act like something's wrong with you, like right in front of the kids. That's the shit. Right, dude. And don't get me wrong, I've done my fair share of stupid shit, you know, and like reasons for my daughter to be pissed at me too, you know, but all of it stems from that. And I never fucking did anything to hurt that woman, man. Like, true story. Never fucking hit her, never fucking did anything physical, fucking took care of her, taught her, got her driver's license. I fucking, like, walked her through life in the States so she could learn how to fucking do everything herself. Went to court for her, fucking, because it was hard for her in English when she fucked up. Like, everything. Waited on her fucking hand and foot. Like, when I got paid, when I worked on this fucking job the first time, I would give my whole paycheck to her, and I would take out like $100 and eat fucking McDonald's and ramen noodles, like, to survive. Like, the dollar menu and ramen noodles. Fucking hoochie. Yeah, and then, like, she'd say I never did anything for her, you know, everything that she owned. I'm sure she's bought new shit now, but at the time, everything that she owned, I bought, you know. The car that she drove, I paid 17 grand for it. She wasn't working. Right. She just wants to believe bullshit. And I used to see it all the time, man, and just never fucking, I don't know, just wouldn't believe it'd get that far. Like, the shit she used to believe drove me nuts. Like, the whole feng shui and shit, like, you gotta put your... No, it was pretty much overnight, like, to be honest. Like, yeah, pretty close. Yeah, she just... Well, it was kind of gradual at first, I guess. But, like, once it took over, it was just like, it's over. Like, basically once they started turning, like, making us a fight between us, like, her beliefs were hurting the kids or hurting our relationship, like, the moment that fucking started, it was like overnight. She was a totally different person. And, like, that's what fucking killed me. I tried to explain that to her. Like, you gotta understand, it was like my fucking wife died, you know? Like, and now I'm fucking left with this doppelganger bitch. Yeah, it's like a tease. It's a pretty fucking tough boss right here. You're gonna have fun with that. Yeah, I remember, like, she came home, I think I told you, but she said, like, Christmas was canceled, like, 2 weeks before Christmas. And it was, that was, you know, like, middle of December. And that's when our fighting started. And then we were separated in October? No, end of September? September. Right, not long after our fucking anniversary. $13-year anniversary, and then a couple months, or like at the end of the month, divorce papers. Yep, she filed, and she, like, dude, I woke up, went and voted for Trump, and then went back to the house to make a cup of coffee, because I had quit my job a couple years ago and started going to college, and then she bitched about that, so I fucking, so then I was like, okay, well, I'll get a job. So I found a job, all I had to do was show up, and it was mine, and freaking, I come back to get a cup of coffee before I went to the interview, and when I go to walk out the door, there's a fucking 2 sheriffs there, and they got divorce papers and a restraining order. And that's how I found the fuck out. Like, this'll trip you out, but I swear to God, this is 100% true. But I dreamed the future, and I broadcast it on YouTube. If I ever get famous, this is probably gonna bite me in the ass. But I swear to God, I dream the future sometimes, and there's no control over it. I'm not like a psychic that can. No, actually, I can't smoke pot. Yeah, like, if I smoke pot, I don't dream. That's what, and this is partially why I smoke weed a lot, is because I don't dream, and because I have either bad dreams or sometimes I'll dream like, kind of like the future, and I swear to God, and it's not like I'm having deja vu later and I'm thinking I've seen this before. I'll have a dream that feels so real, and I'll wake up and then I'll watch that dream play the fuck out. And I know that sounds crazy. I've only met one other person in my life that done it. 2 other people. My mom was like that when she was younger, And then my buddy Mason that I work with, he does it too. And me and him both have proof of doing it. But there's no control over it. I don't know, like, if it's coincidence, you know what. But, like, for example, I had a dream, and this is what got me to get the job, to go get the job, because I dreamed that we got a divorce. And in the dream, we were talking, and it was like she was a completely different person. Like, she wasn't my wife no more. She was just this, and she was, in the dream, she was exactly what she ended up being. And the situation was exactly the same. Everything happened exactly like it did in the dream. And I woke up, and I messaged her after the dream, and I was like, she was at work, and I was like, I just had the worst dream, and explained it to her. And then she messaged me back, don't worry, baby, I love you. And then fast forward 10 days, and I get the fucking divorce papers. And when I look back on the date, I'm like, wait a second. And I checked the text messages of when I had that dream. I had the dream the night she filed for the fucking paperwork. So the next day when I called her or texted her and said that I was fucking had a bad dream, that this was going to happen, she knew it was going to happen. And I remember when she came home from work that day, me and her, I was telling her about the dream and how, like, fucking, like, it scared me because of how real it felt. And that's how always those dreams are, you know. Any of them that I dream that ends up being the future, like, it feels like I'm really there, like I'm living it, you know. And I seen her turn like pale, like, no fucking way he knows this, you know, type of deal. But I didn't put it together. It's only thinking back on it, I can picture her face, and I'm like, that bitch was surprised, like she was like, holy shit, you know. Yeah, like, how the fuck's he know? And my buddy Mason I work with, he has them too, and he says the same thing. Like, he don't know when it'll be, but when he has the dream, he knows for a fact that's going to happen. And he had text messages and shit to prove it to me, uh, of him telling his girlfriend that her mother was going to die, and she needed to go home and see her, like, immediately. And he's like, I don't want to say this, you know, but your mother's going to die. And then she died like the next day. Yeah. Yeah. First, and I've only had them like a handful in my life. Like, the first one, what's crazy though is I can remember pretty much every one of them. No other dreams can I remember like that, you know. And the first one was, I met this little girl at a fucking supermarket, and I just remember walking in the supermarket with my mom and running into this little girl and talking to her and talking to her mom and what clothes they were wearing and shit. And then like a day later, I'm in the supermarket, and I turn the corner, and there's that mom and there's that little girl, and I freaked the fuck out and stayed away from them. Like, I didn't meet them. So that was like the first time any of that ever fucking happened. And then just a couple little things like that, I'll see something. Usually it's something stupid though, like it'll be like a conversation. Like, I had a conversation with the guy about remodeling a Walgreens. Before I ever came in back to Display Max, I dreamed it. I met this guy Andy, me, him, and my buddy Billy were sitting around talking about the remodel. Fast forward like a year later, I'm sitting in the fucking Walgreens talking to a guy named Andy with my buddy Billy, and it's the exact conversation. I'm like, what the fuck? But it's never anything like lottery fucking numbers or anything useful. I guess the divorce was the only useful thing that ever happened. But that's what really made me like, holy fuck, that one was exactly, you know, like, it's weird. My mom used to do it. She was dreaming and woke up and looked at, this is about the whole family, but woke up and told her mom, my grandmother, that her brother Grant had just got into a car accident. And then the phone rang and he called and said, I'm all right, but I just wrecked the car. And that was before cell phones and, you know, all that shit. Like 80s. Right. Yeah, what? I don't even think there's. They might have been answering. Maybe back then. I don't even know if they had answer machines back then. Probably. It's when I was a kid though. So it was like it was probably like a whole fucking box. Looked like a PlayStation 5 answering machine. Right. And the VCR fucking tapes too, the VHS, not the little ones. No, they probably had the little ones. Right. That shit makes you wonder, man, 'cause like I'm all about like psychic shit and everything being a possibility because of that stuff, but I just think there's more to this existence than we realize, I guess. I think we're more connected, or maybe time is just different, and sometimes like it overlaps and you can see glimpses of the future, maybe. I don't fucking know.
I've heard the Daemonists have been largely driven from the city.
Gray considers this development.
Oh yeah.
The cult's voltage no longer high.
Yeah. Well, no, have you had somebody break that down? Like listen to that? Neil deGrasse Tyson has the best fucking explanation for that. Like where he says, what is it? A two-dimensional line, or a zero-dimensional would be like a point, right? And then one-dimensional would be a line connected by two zero-dimensional points. And then two-dimensional would be a square connected by four one-dimensional points. And then three-dimensional is a cube connected by six squares. And then fourth dimension would be a tesseract connected by 8 three-dimensional cubes. Like that, or made up of 8, like that don't make, that's fucking crazy. And then like dimensions are supposed to be multiple, like I forget how many, like up to like 16 dimensions or something ridiculous. Right. Which means there could be like a fourth dimensional being sitting beside you, and you have no way of knowing that it's there. You haven't evolved to be able to detect it there. Right. And you're a fucking bacteria to them, basically, like looking or something. Look at this flat fucking thing that can't do shit. Oh my god, of everything. That's what broke my heart, and like one of the scariest fucking things of being an adult and actually learning shit is that you realize that people don't know a fucking thing. It's all just theories and maybe. Like, we don't even know how gravity works. Legit, we don't know how fucking gravity works. You think you do. You're taught in school, somewhat. Oh, I'm dead. No. Like, we don't get how the fucking, it fucking, gravity bends space and time. Like, we don't understand any of that shit. Right. And we don't even know if that's accurate. That's just our best guess. And Einstein came up with that, you know, like, he just thinks that once shit gets so massive that it bends space and time, and that's what causes gravity. And it looks like he's right. But we don't fucking know. It's freaky shit. And then, like, just to how small we are, too, like, compared to the fucking universe. You ever see that shit? Like, this is the Earth, this is Mars, this is the Sun, this is, yeah. Yeah, you can't even see the sun compared to it. It's like a grain of dust on these other fucking, I don't know, massive stars and black holes. Black holes that, oh my god, that's so fucking terrifying. No, and then also for all this shit to work, for everything that we believe in, for it to work, there has to be the existence of dark matter and dark energy and all this other shit. It's like, wait, what? And we can't even see it or detect it. Oh, yes. Yeah. But still. Right. And what gets me is you got smart people wanting to do that shit. It's like, let's break it down. Imagine would you want a microscopic spark next to a fucking gasoline tank or, you know, something? Like, would you want, no, you wouldn't. You don't want any possibility of fucking death, and you're gonna create the most destructive fucking thing in the universe. Oh, it could go, man. We're so fucked in the long run anyway. Like it. Man. Yep. Stupid. Like when they were saying they researched gain of function on viruses. Why would you be making fucking viruses stronger? Why? So you can study how it mutates? No, you're helping it mutate, you dumb fuck. Yeah. Yeah, that amazes me, that motherfucker still. I don't get. I am the science. Yet the motherfucker has blatantly lied and been proven a fucking blatant liar multiple times. Yep. So yeah, there's a bunch of YouTube videos that put all those together. It's hilarious. You should never wear a mask. You'd be an idiot to double mask. Well, maybe you should double mask. Right. Here.
Maybe I should have joined the Orient
Right.
Archers.
Don't infect me with your fucking. That's just like a shitty way to fucking existence to live. Like you, I don't know, man. Like if you're one of those people, you just watch CNN and you live in fucking fear your entire life. That's how I feel.
Nok'Vra seeks to undermine the mortal Seldi. Two factions vie for your Dagon's favor. Let us hope rivers blood.
Right. That's it. What gets me, that I don't get why other people don't get this, if the coronavirus was so fucking deadly and was so fucking bad, why isn't more people dead? You know, why ain't you in your hometown and it's like a fucking ghost town?
Strange drawing, Master. Does Jind intend to construct this thing?
No. No. But most of that was mistreatment and old people. Yeah, and Omicron. Omicron is out and it's fucking blah 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 and it'll kill you and everything. We need to vaccinate and get the double jab, triple jab, whatever for it. But yet, it's the weakest fucking version. Right. But if you watch CNN, we're all gonna fucking die. You know? And like, I don't know, man. I don't want to live in fear like that. I don't think I think it's way more unhealthy to make people live in fear like that. The amount of stress you're causing them, and then if they do get it, their immune system's compromised because they've been living in this fucking fear for 2 years, and they're all stressed out. Their heart's fucking weaker. You know, it's just. Right. It's gotta be. Yeah. Look at Australia. Good. I think it might take like everybody doing that shit, you know, like all workers or right. Yeah, and the supply chain right now is already shit. That's the whole problem with my line of work. But I'm afraid, I'm truly kind of like afraid it's never going to get better too. Until there's like a revolution or something, and I don't fucking want that shit. I mean, for me, I don't want to go through it, but I sure as fuck don't want my kids to go through it, you know? And that's who's going to be going through it. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to say if it happened that it would be over in an instant and we'd take our country back and shit and everything would be great, but even if we do take our country back, the country's gonna be so fucking weak, and guess what? Here comes China, here comes fucking Russia. Now our kids are fighting fucking World War III. I don't know if that's at all accurate what would happen, but I feel like that's what would happen. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Nice hole.
And the other scary thing, man, is China. Like, China's legit fucking terrifying. They got a plan to take over the world by like 2030 or some shit. Yeah. Economics, and then they steal everybody's fucking technology, and everybody just whatever. Yep. Troll farms. And my girlfriend's obsessed with that shit. And she just likes to dance. So like she'll just make dance fucking videos. Her and her kids or fucking her sister or just her. It's like I don't know. I don't understand it. Whatever. Oh my god, yeah. It blows my mind. And you know what? I was watching this video on Facebook of these two guys that got in a fight. And the one guy like goes out to try to start the fight. And then he's beating up this dorky old dude that was, I guess, I don't know, there was something about their neighbors and they had a dispute and he came to solve the dispute and the dude goes outside and beats his ass. But I'm watching these two guys and I'm like, neither one of y'all know how to fucking fight at all. Like, at all. Like, the dude that's just straight beating the shit out of the other guy, I'm like, I could murder you. And I'm not a bad motherfucker, you know? I know a little bit, and I could murder you. Like, how weak are we where the bully's a bitch? It's just that the people that he's bullying are fucking even more of a bitch. Like, and how do you have this confidence? If you know you can't fight, how the fuck are you, both those guys, like how the fuck are you confident enough to just throw down with somebody? But it's just, they don't understand there's people out there that take Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you know, that can kill you, legit fucking strangle you to death with their bare hands. You know, and there ain't a fucking thing you can do about it. As tough, as badass as you think you are, as many Bruce Lee movies or Jean-Claude Van Damme movies that you can watch, it don't fucking matter. And you want to just talk to anybody like you're Billy Badass? Ah, man. You go to sleep and you might not wake up. Guys, man. Ever since my boy Augie fucking whooped my ass in Louisiana, ever since that fucking time, that's when I realized you just can't be fucking picking fights with people. We were just training together, you know? This dorky little real estate guy just showed me he could murder me and there's not a fucking thing I could do about it. That's terrifying, dude. Like, it was training. Like, I couldn't imagine if that had been a real fight and I'm like, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and he'd have got on me and started fucking whooping my ass like that, I would have probably died of a heart attack. Right. I mean, he ain't that bad. That's my buddy Augie, but he does not look like at all like somebody, yeah, that could fuck you up. He was telling me in the army, he was like, Mitch, I'd fuck you up. I'm like, no, you won't, no, you won't. Yeah, I got my house, and X hadn't got there yet. Fucking nobody was there. So he came over. I didn't have no furniture, so he came over, and we fucking rolled on the floor, and it was literally, and you could ask him about it. It was literally like 40 minutes of me surviving. That's all it was. Him whooping my ass and toying with me for 40 fucking minutes. I felt, and this was like, you know, I'm running 6 miles, you know, in the daily, maybe not 6 daily, but probably like 3, 4 daily, 6 once a week. I'm in good ass fucking shape. And when I got done with that, I felt like I was tireder than I'd ever been in my life. Like, legit. And all I was doing was fucking surviving. Now, you imagine this dude's trying to actually fucking hurt you, and you're that exhausted and terrified, you know? Like, man, fuck that. I want no part of that. That's some nightmare shit. It's like that nightmare. You ever had those dreams where you punch a dude in your dream and like it has 0 effect, and you're like, oh fuck, you know? It's like, and it's weird too, cause like in your dream, like your punch just feels wrong too. It's like you know it. Like you're like, oh, I just hit like a bitch, and the dude just don't even move. You're like, Sorry? Yeah, and I mean, that's how it is when you go up against a guy on the ground that knows more than you. You feel like that. Like a baby. I've never had that with my hands yet. I've never had somebody that could outclass me with just like kickboxing. Yeah, I've never had anybody. I'm not saying they don't exist. You know, I'm sure they fucking exist. I've just never fought or yeah. There's plenty of people that could fucking beat my ass stand up, you know. So I don't know what that terror is like, not being able to hit a guy and he can just fucking hit you at will. But I do know being on the ground, that motherfucker could strangle you at any moment. At least if you're, you know, on your feet, if you realize that he can whoop your ass, you can run. You know?
Well, I met you.
Yeah, once they got a hold of you, that's your ass. Start apologizing. Hope for the best. I'll suck your dick, man. You know, whatever. Dude, it's like my buddy Augie, he was in the, met him in the army, and he was a real estate agent in Vegas and fucking trained at an MMA gym with Big Country, Roy Nelson. And Big Country was his jiu-jitsu coach. So like, you got me that fucking just knows of just what I've taught myself. You know, literally watching UFC and a little bit with my uncle. He showed me like an arm bar, and a little bit in the Marines. They show you like an arm bar and a Kimura. But I learned more from myself and just play fighting with buddies. And then I'm going up against a guy that's been trained by a fucking professional MMA fighter, and it just it was not a good time. A little bit out of my league there. I still think I could take him with my hands though. But I wouldn't fucking risk it. Augie'd have to do, and he's a hell of a nice guy, and I love that dude. He's one of the people I really consider almost like a brother, you know. But probably, yeah, like a brother, to be honest. So I'd never fight him anyway. But even if we were enemies, I don't think I would fight him. Even thinking I could beat him with my hands, just 'cause he's probably going to get a hold of me. And I know I can't win that. You know, like, I know I'm dead. Right? I would like to, though, to be honest. I would like to spar against him, like MMA. And even a fight, like go all out. We can knock each other out, or you know, submit each other. But as soon as it hits the ground, I'm tapping. You know, like he's just gonna get a takedown. He don't even have to have me in an arm bar or a triangle or anything. I'm just gonna fucking tap. It's fair game. You won. We don't need to see anymore. We know how this is gonna act. Well, what's funny too is like he was with me. We went to the strip club and we almost got fucking robbed. what's funny is like he was like the scaredest acting one, and I didn't know how bad he was. This is before I knew how fucking bad he was. And I think back on that, I'm like, damn, dude, you were the toughest dude in the fucking club. Yeah, and then also, you know, they got guns. So I get it, but it's just funny. You were the toughest guy, but you were acting like you were the scaredest. But he's probably got to think that too, you know, like he knows how to fight. He knows there's people out there that can whoop his ass, you know. Once you've been choked out so many times. Yeah. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 5 o'clock. Yeah, I think I'm about to go down there and smoke and chat with the old lady for a little bit. Hell yeah, I'll be back. Shit, I probably won't be back on until next weekend. I got a shit week, fucking. So I'm leading this Bed Bath in fucking Charlotte. I gotta go into work tomorrow night and leave early, probably around midnight. So I might be on tomorrow night for a little bit. But I'm gonna leave early so I can come back and get some sleep. And I gotta drive to Columbia, South Carolina, which is only like 2 hours away, to help my buddy learn how to do a new store, Dollar General's. And then I gotta drive back up here and be at work Monday night because the owner of the company is gonna be there. So I'm not gonna get much sleep the next 2 days. Ditto. Ditto. Yep. Yeah, if you see me on, send me an invite because I'll just be running around doing stupid side quests. Alright, bro.